John Lennon is one of the great artists in music history. You might think you know the legendary Beatle and acclaimed solo artist, but in this video, we're going to explore facts that you probably didn't know about the influential musician. Welcome to Allvipp's Celebrity Corner with Sarah. Today we're diving into one of music's all-time greats, the one and only John Lennon. Everyone knows the story of his days with the Beatles and Yoko Ono, and who hasn't heard his timeless solo track, Imagine? But here are 5 facts you probably didn't know about the music legend. Lennon was born in Liverpool, England back in 1940, and there are a few details about his early life that have gone under the radar in recent years. For starters, he was born John Winston Lennon and was actually named after the former Prime Minister Winston Churchill. Lennon's youth was also marked by tragedy, as his mother Julia died in a car accident when John was just 17 years old. The loss affected him deeply, and he'd later write the Beatles track Julia in her memory. She'd also taught John to play his first instrument, which was actually the banjo rather than guitar. John Lennon was married twice and had one son in each of his 2 marriages. Sean Lennon is John's younger son with Yoko Ono, and he was actually born on his father's 35th birthday. Though young Sean had one of the most famous fathers in the world, he later revealed that as a child he was unaware of his father's Beatles fame. But one day he happened to see the animated Beatles film Yellow Submarine on television. Confused about seeing his father in the movie, he asked John about it and only then learned of his remarkable history with the band. John Lennon was the man behind some of the most powerful songs in rock music history. But away from the studio, there was one common task the music genius struggled with mightily: driving a car. Lennon didn't get his driver's license until he was 24 years old, and he was known to be a very poor driver. And his struggles behind the wheel actually got dangerous in 1969. While driving with his family in the Scottish Highlands, Lennon crashed into a ditch. The collision sent him, Yoko Ono, and each of their children to the hospital. Lennon escaped without serious injuries, but he did require 17 stitches to close up a nasty head wound from the accident. Throughout his life, Lennon had the reputation for being a rebel. But maybe his most famous controversy came in 1966 when he said in an interview that the Beatles were more popular than Jesus. The bold comment led to protests and anger, especially in the United States. Ever the boundary pusher, Lennon actually hoped to again include Jesus as well as Adolf Hitler on the cover of the Beatles album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, just 1 year after the controversy. Both choices were rejected by the band's label, who feared further outrage with the release. With Beatle Paul McCartney, John Lennon formed one of music's ultimate songwriting duos. Now, much has been said about the pair's at times tumultuous relationship, which even descended into an ugly feud after the Beatles broke up. But the truth is that the ex-bandmates did repair their bond before Lennon's death in 1980. McCartney has revealed as much in recent years, and in Lennon's final interview, he also gave high praise to his friend. He said he'd personally chosen to work with only 2 people in his career, Paul McCartney and Yoko Ono. That ain't bad picking, Lennon said just days before his tragic murder at the age of 40. Did you learn something new about John Lennon today? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share for more of Allvipp's Celebrity Corner with Sarah. Thanks for watching.